Do you want to know who stood out in the semi-final of Super Rugby? Well, check out this video. Welcome back to Skinnybru Rugby, guys. So the Crusaders and the Jaguares are through to the final. As for the semi-finals, the one game was very even between the Crusaders and the Hurricanes, while the Jaguares Brumbies game was one-sided. I could not consider any Brumbies players for my team. No, none of them really played well. I'm home again, but I'm still on leave, so I actually don't have the correct computer yet to do just the fine animations and pop-ups, so I'm sorry about that. Nothing will pop out this week, but for the finals I'll be ready and I'll be going with all my pop-ups. So Superbru, the winner for the week. Hanu, well done to you, and the leader is still Mitch. Here is my team of the week. The two props from the Crusaders, Moody and Franks. Moody, he got 8 on Superbru, while Franks also got 8. Moody made 5 tackles in that game and Franks 6. Moody also secured 1 turnover, and the Crusaders scrum really just did very well. At hooker, Dane Coles, even though his side lost, he played really well. He got 12.5 on Superbru. He beat 4 defenders in that game and made 7 tackles, so meaning he was on attack and defense all game long. And I think he's back to his best and proving to the All Black selectors that he can still do it. Lavanini from the Jaguares, 14 on Superbru, scoring 1 try, 21 meters from 8 carries, so he had a lot of strong runs, and they did use him a lot as a battering ram in the game. He beat 3 defenders and he made 8 tackles, missing none. Very good stats from the big guy. At lock, the Hurricanes fans, you'll probably not be huge fans of my pick. Whitelock, he made 10 on Superbru, he made 4 tackles, 2 turnovers. Like I said, from a big guy, that is massive stats to get 2 turnovers from him. The lineouts of the Crusaders, that went really well. Even though he only received 2, he is the one that calls the lineout, so he did pretty well there. He's probably the reason the Crusaders did win at the end of that game. But it's not just as easy as that. The Hurricanes did miss a couple of opportunities. They gave away soft tries, they gave away soft penalties. But at the end of the game, he was the reason the Crusaders won, with that knock on that the referee didn't see and they deemed it was Paranara's knock on. But as I said in the recap video as well, the TMO, they can't do anything about it. If I understand correctly, Mallet also explained it in the post-match review of this game. There was no points scored for 1, and there was also no dangerous play like a high tackle. So the TMO can't jump in. It's all down to the referees on the field. Loose forward Savia, he actually was shut out of the game well by the Crusaders. He didn't do well on attack like he always does, but there was also a lot of off the ball stuff where they held him back on the ground or they play him beyond the ruck. He got 11.5 on Superbru, which isn't his best, only 10 meters from 7 carries, but he did make 16 tackles, and you could see him trying his best and giving it his all for his team. Loose forwards as well, Todd and Reed from the Crusaders, 13 on Superbru for Todd, 12 for Reed. Todd made 16 tackles and Reed 12 tackles. Reed also made 32 meters and 14 carries, so he had the ball a bunch of times, taking it at the line of the Hurricanes. Scrum half Cubelli, he was exceptional against his old team, scoring 13.5 on Superbru, making 5 tackles, a massive 5 turnovers from the little scrum half, scoring 1 try as well, and to me he had a great game, probably one of his best of the season. Fly half Mahunga, he did win the battle between the All Black fly halves, as he has done most of the season. He has been the best 10 in New Zealand rugby. He scored 35 on Superbru, scoring 1 try, making 66 meters from 9 carries, beating 3 defenders and having 2 clean breaks. And he also had 3 conversions and 3 penalties, which all in all, that's just massive stats from your fly half. Laumape at centre, on the other hand, he beat the All Black centres of the Crusaders. He was the best All Black centre in that game. as he has also been for most of the season. He got 16 on Superbru, making 5 tackles in that game, 42 meters from 15 carries. Also getting 2 turnovers, which is very good from your center. He beat 3 defenders and scored 2 tries in that game. The other center, Orlando, if you haven't been for the channel for long, just if you're a new subscriber, I do like this guy. I'm a big fan. All the guys that has been with the channel for a while, you'll know that. He got 30 on Superbru, scoring 2 tries from 43 meters and 7 carries. With that 7 carries, he beat 6 defenders and had 2 clean breaks. But he didn't just run with the ball, he also got away 11 passes and defended well with his 7 tackles. Moroni from the Jaguares as well. He didn't score any tries, but if you watched the game, you would have seen him being everywhere on attack. He got 19.5 on Superbru, 48 meters. He beat 5 defenders, 4 clean breaks and had 1 try assist. Sevuris, he got 20 on Superbru, and I'm kicking myself for taking him out of my fantasy team just before this weekend. He really did step up again, scoring 2 tries, 6 carries in that game, from only making 15 meters actually, so he just was a finisher more in this game. And he had 1 try assist. If I get the stats correctly, he didn't make any tackles in this game, but he missed 5. The last player for the weekend, Cubelli, he's also a world-class player. Like Orlando, I also do like him a lot. He got 19 on Superbru, scoring 1 try from 53 meters. He also beat 5 defenders and had 2 clean breaks. If I can believe the Rugby Pass stats, he didn't make 1 tackle whatsoever, but he also didn't miss any, meaning he was never threatened by the Brumbies. He wasn't even asked to make a tackle. So tell me your thoughts for the weekend. Which players would you have changed, or which players would you have picked? So I have the same question as in the recap video. Who deserves the title of Super Rugby? Not who's going to get it, who do you think deserves it in this final? Remember to subscribe if you like the channel, and consider checking out the Facebook page as well. Cheers.